where I'm really what I've been thinking about all day is attendance, because there's really only one way for fans to truly show their displeasure with the program, and it's by not supporting it, not showing up, not being there. And last night, your buddy and my buddy have different counting abilities. My buddy that was there said it was less than 1,000. But still, a brutal crowd. And no, it would not have been good. I understand that basketball is different in this state, and it's a 6 o'clock weekday start. I understand all that. But again, 2 years ago, before COVID,
it's 5,000.
Yeah. Stark difference. And is that enough to make Keith Carter realize, okay, something's wrong here? The product is not being supported anymore. I think that drives decision-making, because juxtapose that with baseball. And this is really what I was hoping we would get into today. I have heard so many people say the phrase, it is Omaha or bust for Mike Bianco. People talking about how the fan base is mad that they don't have enough postseason success, and they're mad about the LSU interview last year. And they're right on half of it. The postseason success has not matched the investment into the program. They're not getting the postseason return on investment. That is an objectively true statement. However,
the Omaha return
on investment. However, if fans at large were so mad that Mike Bianco was interested in the LSU job, his alma mater, so mad that they lost in their second consecutive Game 3 of a Super Regional, so mad at the program, can't stand it, why have more Ole Miss fans than ever in the history of the program paid to see Mike Bianco's team play? This isn't a situation where, because I said that earlier on Twitter, and people were like, oh, no, it's just because, it's a party atmosphere. It's always been that way. It's been that way his entire tenure, and it's been expanded recently. But the stadium hasn't increased in size. The party hasn't changed. It's been a party since I've lived in Mississippi for 12 years. It's always been a party. Why are more people than ever before wanting to watch his team play this year if everybody's mad and he needs to be fired if he doesn't make it to Omaha this year? Because what Keith Carter in his office is seeing right now is a fan base that is not sending the message that people are telling me exists through the majority of them. Those two thoughts, again, I know it's a party. I know a lot of people love to sit out in the sun and drink beer, and the students love to throw it up in the air, and it's a social thing. But it was a social thing in 2015 too, right? They didn't sell this many tickets in 2015 after that run in the College World Series. They didn't sell this many. They didn't sell this many going into last season, where they had the best team in America before COVID shut the season down, according to the rankings. They didn't sell this many last year. It is this year where more Ole Miss fans than ever before paid to see a Mike Bianco coach team play. So where is the dissatisfaction? Because I saw dissatisfaction last night in the pavilion. That was dissatisfaction. That was a fan base that is checked out, do not care. When you're breaking records, you can't tell me you're mad. Because if you're mad, you're not paying to go see it.
Yeah, I think there are two things on the baseball front. One, the frustration with Mike Bianco's sentiment is loud, but I think it's a minority. And I think it's a pretty significant minority. And a lot of those people that are loud about making a change and thinking Mike Bianco can't get it done are still buying tickets. So maybe it's a little disingenuous even. People are certainly welcome to their opinion. Number two, the thing has just grown. I mean, it's just grown incrementally, year after year after year after year after year. I set a new season ticket record every single year. Probably set another one next year. And the year after that. Popularity of college baseball is continuing to grow. Hey, 13,000 season tickets in Starkville. I know they just won a national championship, but that's like a 5,000 ticket increase. It's like what is that number? like 80% year-over-year season ticket sale increase? That doesn't happen. And yet it did. So, I don't know. I think it's growing. But then you get this. You get Patrick from Tupelo. I don't care how anybody thinks I will never go see a Mike Bianco coach baseball game at Ole Miss. This is ridiculous. How many years? 22 years. And he's made it one time to the World Series. When your hated rival in the state laughs at you every year and gives the Omaha chant Ole Miss at home again, enough is enough. I don't think you ever don't make a change because of the question, well, who would you get that's better? I think that's lazy.
That's a real question when we're talking about there's only one step left to make, though.
I'm telling you, man, the consistency with which Mike Bianco has won year after year after year after year and has never, in 21 seasons, is postseason disappointment not getting to Omaha a real thing? Absolutely. In 21 seasons, he's never rolled out a clunker. Not one.
Like I said, when all that's left is the last step, I mean, are you going to get Dan McDonnell? I mean, if you're not going to get him, and that would be the most likely candidate, who are you going to get that you know is an improvement, or are you just going to take a chance on Cliff Godwin, who hasn't been to Omaha yet, or somebody else who hasn't been to Omaha because they're an up-and-comer? What are you going to do? It's a real question.
I just, man, I'm not going to be the guy that gives you Mike Bianco's resume because you know what it is.
Yeah.
He's going into his 22nd season, 21st season where there was a postseason that was available, and he's been to, 18 NCAA tournaments? And it hosted, 10 times and 6, 7, 8 super regionals, and there's one trip to Omaha. I get it. That dude's a good